Hello guys, PH here again. I got another new reel. This time it's the Daiwa Tatula SV 103. Last time I got this Daiwa Tatula CT and I really liked it a lot. That's why I picked this one up. But I'm going to show you the differences between them both. But first let's unbox this one. This is the Tatula SV TW 103. And this one's an 8.1 to 1 gear ratio. 6.7 ounces, and it has 11 pound drag. It has 7 bearings and 1 roller bearing. Here it is. Take a close look at it. Looks pretty cool looking. It's like a graphite charcoal color, like with it kind of looks like chrome underneath it, like a silver. So it's really shiny. Let's see what it feels like. Feels really good. Now this got the SV spool right here. And that's a shallow spool compared to the other model I'm going to show you. It holds less line on it. This also has the air rotation. So they come out of the factory. You can see it. It has a little side-to-side play in it. And it has the zero adjuster, so you don't have to adjust nothing. You just have to adjust how you cast with the braking knob here, 0 to 20. Feels really good. Let's open it up and look inside. This has a real light spool. It's supposed to be good for casting, like say if you use flukes with just a hook or worms. It could cast light stuff good. And it also could cast the heavier lures. Here's what the reel looks like. Here's the spool. See the inductor on it? I noticed this one here, it comes out much more easier than the CT model. Has a weaker spring on it. So I'm going to compare them next. Now let's compare the two. The 100 model has a small body. You can see it fits in your hand really easy. Look at this. Because the spool's not as round. Here's a difference on them. It's a little smaller. See that? Anyhow, let's see the difference between these now. This one doesn't have the zero adjust. It's basically the same thing with a smaller cap on it. So it's just so you don't move it as easy on the newer one here, this SV model. This one has different handles. You can see the knobs. They're bigger. These are smaller, thinner. They both feel good. I want to show you guys the difference I found out about the SV spool compared to the standard CT spool. If you set the brakes on 0 and you just spin it up, see how long that goes? Now if you do the same and set it to 0 on the SV spool, it doesn't go as long. Now, the real thing I found out, if you put the brakes on 20 and you do this again, the CT still spins up pretty long. Hardly any friction from the brakes. Now if I turn this one with the SV spool of 20 on the braking, look at that. It don't even spin up the reel. And I noticed when you're reeling in, you feel a pressure like the brakes are on. It almost kind of feels like you're touching the spool with the brake, the drag brake on for the spool, like real light, and you're spinning just the handle holding the spool. That's what it feels like when you have the drag on real light and you're holding the spool. It's weird. The brakes on this one come out, that inductor comes out much easier, so I'm thinking when you spin it up, the brakes are activating more. So we'll have to see how it works on the water. So that's the difference. I found the big difference on these is the way the brakes work. This one has a lot more drags from the brakes. But who knows, maybe this one you'll never go that high. Maybe because it has more braking, you'll put it lower, like on like 4 or 5 or somewhere around there. That's the big difference. I found out the difference on these two reels. It's crazy. I don't know how it's going to work on the water, but I'll have to test it. But there they are. This reel was awesome. I liked it a lot. That's why I picked up this one. So now I have the two different kinds. I really wanted this one because they said it throws the lighter baits. And I figure I always throw like weightless flukes with just the hook in them and the worms and stuff like that. So I think this will be good for me. I'll have to try it out on the water. Other than that, they're basically both nice reels. They just have little different features and they work a little differently. So I guess that's how the SV has to work to throw the lighter baits. It has to have more powerful braking system. It's a nice reel. I have the Shimano SLX DC and I've been using this reel I just got recently, and I have more fun with this Daiwa CT reel, so that's why I picked up this one here. They just feel better to me than the Shimano, the SLX DC I have anyway. It feels kind of hollow feeling. These feel like put together better, and I don't know, this one I just had so much more fun fishing with it. So if you want to try out a nice bait caster, try these Daiwas out. They don't backlash a lot. That coupler system they got really works good. The inductor. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to show you my new reel. Well, they're both really new. I only had this one for a month or so. And they're beauties. If you're ever looking for a new bait caster, try a Daiwa out. I think you'll like it. Thanks, guys, for watching. I hope you liked this video and comparing these two reels. And next time, I'll see you out on the water. Thanks for watching. Hit that bell. Leave me a like. See you next time. PH out.